Hey Bev, I just wanted to do a video to help you with your setup of your barbecue. So I'm going to be doing a couple and hopefully it helps you for your camping. So first things first, you want to make sure you see the little vents at the bottom when you're starting the barbecue. You must make sure that they're open. You usually just turn them at the bottom. The portable one's a little bit different, doesn't have a handle, but you'll see there's a little switch. Just make sure that those are open. So all I've done here is poured the charcoal in the barbecue. Doesn't matter the order or the flatness, and then you're just going to put a couple of fire starters. They don't have to go at the bottom. It's actually better if they go a little bit on the top, especially these ones because they run a bit. But you're just going to put them somewhere where you can reach them to light them, and then you basically are going to take some charcoal and you're going to start piling it on top of those. So you basically going to be just doing like building a pile around them, and as I say, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can just, as you just get it nice and close all around, and just make a nice big pile. It doesn't matter if it goes high, on top it'll burn better. Also sometimes what I do is light it and then carry on piling it after it's lit. But you can see you just want to make a nice pile around the charcoal so that these firelighters will start it burning. And then the next thing you're going to do is basically light those, but very straightforward. Make sure you leave it so that you leave a little spot so that you can light it. I've got a lot of charcoal on this one. You don't need this much, but so it's just the last of the bag. That's why I use this one. So you can see I make a pile. Don't worry if it goes higher than the barbecue, because, as I say, you are gonna flatten it. Okay, I'll come back now. Okay, so I've started my pile. Now I'm going to light it up. So again, just make sure that the vents are open. They must be open, otherwise the thing won't work. Light it up. Light it up there. You can use 1, 2, or 3 of those starters. Once it's going, you can just pile up some more charcoal around it. As I say, it's not too serious to get it close, because it will burn and it will get hot as it continues to burn. But you can just pile it up and you'll see it'll smoke, and if you're using those Weber briquettes, they're going to make a lot of smoke. But don't worry about it, the smoke is usually a good thing. It means it's working. Then you just can leave it all piled up. Don't worry about the outlier pieces. It gets very hot and they will all burn and catch alight. But you just want to get it so it's a nice pile that heats up these pieces of charcoal. There, that should be good. So you can see the pile I've got. There's some small flames in there, and you'll see after a little bit, you won't even see the flames. You just got to get some of the charcoal burning. You'll see now it looks like it's completely out, but as long as you're getting a little bit of smoke, as I said, if you're using briquettes, you'll get a lot more. But see, you see there's no fire, but it is going red all around. Now you just leave it, and yeah, just make sure, as I said, the vents are open, but it doesn't look very promising now. Just give it a 10 minutes or so, and you'll see how it'll change. Oh no, it looks completely out, but it's not. It's getting hotter and hotter. You can see now we're starting to cook. It's probably about after 20-25 minutes maybe, but it's starting to look good, and we just carry on leaving it. We want most of the charcoal to be covered in like a grey ash, and it'll still be hot, and it will last a long time as well. So this is nearly getting ready to flatten out. Basically, once most of the charcoal has got like a white ash layer on it, then you want to flatten it out and start calming the fire down. You can see there's still a lot of flame now though, so it's still a little bit early to flatten that out. Okay, so what I'm going to do, it's still quite a little bit flamey, so I should wait a little bit longer, but I need to get cooking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten this fire out. You use like a piece of wood or something. Obviously not your hands or anything, but you just want to flatten these out, because this is where you're going to be cooking now. And it doesn't matter, you'll be using a small barbecue, so you probably will cover the whole thing, but this one uses a ton of charcoal. So you can see I've flattened that out now, and that will continue to burn and stay hot for a very long time, and it's still going to be a little bit too hot to cook on for a while. So what we do now is also you go back down here, because you don't want it to burn quite so hot. So you see the vents on mine, you've got to be a little bit careful, they might be hot. Everything's hot now, so you take the vents. I put mine to half open, half closed, so you can see the vent down there is just like a little bit just open, and that restricts the air, so that will make everything burn a little bit slower. And then also this is where you put the grid on top to clean up and burn. I'll come back now with it. Okay, sorry, I just got interrupted by Bev phone call with a fishing reel. So you can see I put the grid on now, and you can see already the flames are starting to die down, that the air is restricted. Now you just leave it and let it settle down for quite a bit, and you can even put the lid on if you want to basically get it to calm down a little bit quicker. But it's usually better just to leave it open a little bit, because when you put the lid on, when you take it off, when you barbecue, it's going to get very hot very quickly again. So just let it calm down for a little bit. Also use this time just to clean the grid, but obviously got to be careful, make sure you don't burn yourself. I've got these fancy little gloves, and just want to make sure that everything is off there, because you are cooking on it. It will come nice and black once it gets hot enough as well. It's nearly ready to barbecue. You can see we got the essentials for barbecuing. I think this is still a little bit hot. It's going to be way too hot. So what I'm going to do is put the lid on to cool it down a bit. See how warm it is. You can see I left the lid. I leave the vents probably half open, similar to the bottom. That should get it to about 350 degrees when 400 when it's cooled down a bit, but you can see it's pretty rapidly going up. So I think that'll quick reach the max. I'll just leave the lid on for a while, just to let it get a bit cooler. It's pretty warm. Okay, I think this is about ready. You can see no flames, no smoke. The coals are nice and grey. It's still pretty warm. About to start getting grilling. Steaks at room temperature. Should be good. It is on. I put them on what I would think is the cool section. That section is very hot. It smells good already. All done. Steaks looking pretty juicy and good. Then just open this up so it can burn all the charcoal to nothing, and then it should be good. You can still barbecue some more if you want. Okay, thank you, bye.